If you could take an hour of your time every week and do whatever you want, what would it be? Across Africa, many adults have asked themselves that question and have answered, I would like to learn more about my Catholic faith. I would like to learn more about Jesus Christ. In places like Nigeria, Malawi, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, there are many Catholics who love the Church, who love Jesus Christ, and who want to know more and more, as much as they possibly can, about the Church and Jesus Christ, for the very simple reason that if I love something, I want to know more and more about it. Ignorance of the beloved means lack of love for that beloved. I love the example of the man who's been married to a woman for 40 years and still has to ask her how she likes her coffee, if she takes it with sugar or if she takes it with milk. That sort of implies that there's not that much love there, if after 40 years you don't know how the love of your life likes her coffee. And yet there are Catholics who are very ignorant of their faith, who don't know where the Bible comes from, what language Jesus spoke, if Jesus founded one church or many churches, not just in Africa, not just in Latin America, but throughout the Catholic world. We do have enthusiastic Catholics, we have Catholics who love their faith, but who don't know that much about it. And they realize that. Sometimes they realize it too late, when people start questioning their faith. In Africa, it's very common, for example, for fly-by-night, quote-unquote, churches to spring up with not very honest pastors who are just after people's money, or who perhaps are well-intentioned but also don't know much about the fundamentals of the faith. And then the winds blow, and as Jesus says in the Gospel, if the house is not built on a solid foundation of rock, then the house comes crashing down, and people leave the church just because the little church next door has a better choir or the preacher preaches better, and then all of a sudden they're without the protection and the home of the Catholic Church. There's also the danger of the advance of Islam, sometimes very aggressively trying to take people away from their Christian faith. The advance of materialism, which is not a religion but replaces religion. Oh, I want a new telephone so desperately that I'll stop going to church on Sunday so I can earn that extra money to get the smartphone that I so desire, or to get a new house, or whatever materialism promises, all of the empty promises. Buy this and you'll be happy. You don't need Jesus Christ, you don't need the Catholic Church. You buy this and you'll be happy. That's a common temptation in many places, and if our faith is not founded and grounded in facts, in knowledge, and then also in the love of Jesus Christ, then that faith will come crashing to the ground when those winds start blowing. And so we as a foundation, especially in Africa, support a project called the School of the Faith. The School of the Faith is a catechetical training institute based in Rome, in Italy, and follows very closely the Vatican's Directory for Catechesis, which is basically a list of things that the Vatican says people who want to take their faith seriously, and especially people who want to teach their faith, need to know. There are now thousands of adults throughout Africa following the courses of the School of the Faith, and priests and bishops know, if my Catholics have been to the School of the Faith, if they've graduated from the school, we can work with them as catechism teachers, we can put them in charge of different apostolates, different works of the Church, and we know that these people have solid knowledge of their faith and will be able to explain it, will be able to share it with others. The great advantage of the School of the Faith, there are many catechetical institutes out there teaching the faith, but I think the great advantage of the School of the Faith is that it actually sends teachers to where there are students. Many other schools require the students to come to where the teachers are, which is very impractical in many parts of Africa. People live in far-off villages. People have to work from dawn to dusk on the farm or fishing, and they can't just hop in their car at the end of the day and drive to where there's class. So we send the teachers out to be with them when the people are available and where the people are available. As a foundation, we try to pay for the transport costs of those teachers. They are very small amounts that we need to send, but it's a great help to get those teachers where they need to be, where the Catholics want to learn about their faith. If you want to see a longer video about the School of the Faith, follow the link that we've put in the description below. We've also put a link in the description below for you to find out how you can be part of this project, how you can help out. You can also go to our website, www.canela, like it's written here, charity, canelacharity.org. Give us a like, subscribe, and pray for us. May God bless you.